I'm sorry.
I made this.
I'm sorry, Morph.
And she made this.
Yeah, that's true. This is a babushka bunny. It's a bunny that is dressed like a babushka until you take this off. And when the hood is off and it's just it kind of looks like a hipster. But right now, this is my grandmother bunny. Yes. She is my babushka. She makes great food for us. I remember growing up with my babushka on the fire. She put me on the fire, my babushka.
That's a terrible babushka. That is a terrible babushka. I'm calling them people on her. That's crazy. Okay.
Hello, hi, and welcome, peoples, persons, and background characters, to another episode of Spinning Tales, a podcast, maybe a place where we all acknowledge that we are amalgamations of stories still being told and do our very best to draw out the storyteller in each of us. I am your host, Jess, and I am not stressed. This is your host, Brittany. She is stressed. Why is that crooked?
Oh, dang it.
You know, the last person to touch it was me. We're just going to deal with it, and we're going to fix it in post.
Oh.
Hello, hi, and welcome. It's fine. Hi.
Yeah.
We got people on the couch. They're not going to stay here for very long because they're going to fall off, and then I'm going to toss them because I'm not stressed. I'm just a little annoyed by everything right now. Coffee.
Coffee makes everything better. Okay. I am ready to talk about the stories we have been intaking because that is how we start our podcast, and I am ready to start writing. So let's hurry this along.
I've not been taking any stories. I've been making little bunnies.
Okay.
That's where we're at. Well, okay.
You're a liar.
I read a book for book club.
You did. And you read some other things.
What did I read?
Dungeon Crawler.
Oh, I took a break. Remember? It hurt me. Shrek.
It hurt you. And then you started again, and then you slowed down.
I did very much slow down. You know why I slowed down?
Why?
I was making bunnies.
You were making bunnies. Yeah.
And can I listen and make the bunnies at the same time? Yes.
But
look,
not when there's emotional pain involved.
No, absolutely I can. That is not a problem for me. The problem is I've already wired my brain to be like, I am physically reading this book while listening to it. And so I cannot focus on the words if I'm just listening to it right now. Any other thing is fine. Podcast, fine. TV show, fine. All the things. Oh.
Yes.
My nails are super cute because I'm going to a wedding in a couple of days. But yeah, maybe I'll remember to do a close-up or a picture. Oh, I definitely took a video and I sent it to some friends. But they're really cute. My nail, I stole this nail set idea from another one of my friends who goes to the same nail technician as I did. And hers were so freaking cute. And I was like, I'm going to need that for the beach wedding I'm going to. Thank you.
Yeah.
And it looks like an ocean with fish floating in it. And a little flower. What have you been taking?
The book for book club,
which was
Penance.
And it was
a book.
It was an adventure.
Here's the thing. It was really well written because it did what it wanted to do, right? So I went through the whole book hating the narrator and hating everything that was going on. And that was the point. That is what the author intended. So I was like, I don't know how much I want to give away in terms of like spoilers.
Content warnings.
Right. Content warnings. There are a lot of content. I'm not going to talk about any of the specific, like, hard things, but you know, it's
look up content warnings before. If you have triggers, just look up content warnings. Just do it. That's the thing that I have to do more often because I didn't know that was a thing. And I have been ruined by, I've been sent into spirals by more than one book directly in rows.
Yeah. So there's scenes of murder, mentions of sexual assaults. There's a lot of things, but it's a book about true crime, everything.
Yeah.
Right? And the culture behind true crime. So it's written by Eliza Clark.
Yes.
But the narrator is some dude. And so at first when I was reading it, I was like, is this supposed to be a real thing?
Yeah.
Who is this? And then you're confused. And it took me a good bit. At first I was embarrassed at how long it took me to realize that, like, oh, the writer this is a fake story, not a real story.
Yeah.
And then I was less embarrassed about it when we got to book club, and everybody else was like, it took me way too long to realize.
Yeah.
But the book did its job. It made me feel bad for liking true crime.
Which good.
Right?
And it made me feel validated in the fact that I already didn't like true crime.
Yeah. But it shows the exploitative nature of true crime podcasts and books and things like that, like the profiting off of someone's pain, and like the glorifying of horrible things, and the disregard for the people affected by the horrible things you're talking about. So it was well written. It was a good book, but I did feel icky and sad.
Yeah.
The whole time I was reading it.
Yeah. But again, like, to the huge credit to the author, like, most of us didn't realize that it wasn't a nonfiction book
until we were some ways in.
And that is excellent, except about how mad I was before I realized it was nonfiction. And then I was a different sort of mad. Or before I realized it was fiction. And then I was a different sort of mad when I was just like, ugh.
And it was interesting
Awful.
to kind of juxtapose, like, okay, if this is real and I'm reading about this person doing these things and talking to these people and the way that people are talking about it, such rage and sadness. And then knowing that it's fiction helps put a little bit of distance between me and the story that I'm reading, so then I can observe it in a better way. But then I'm like, oh, wait, no, I should feel that mad that I felt the first time every time somebody's actually talking about real things that happen.
Yeah. In this manner. In
the way that
irreligious, sacrilegious, unhealthy manner.
Right. So anyway, that is a story that I
and it also was a choice for the first book club you invited me to.
So I invited you before I knew what the book was going to be about. You know, I didn't do my research. I didn't send you the book until
and you'd already told people I was coming. So I didn't really have a choice. And even though she's always like, oh, for this book club, you don't need to finish the book. We're going to recap it and talk about it if you don't get the chance to finish it. I was like,
I don't try to finish it, but if you don't, nobody's mad.
Yeah. I was like, I'm not going to go to my first book club not having read this or finish, so I'm going to do it. And boy, was that a chore.
I went to my first book club without having read the whole thing.
Yes, but you are not classy like I am.
That's fair. I very often don't finish things.
They're coming down.
No.
They're coming down. There's not enough room for them. They are cute. Goodbye.
No.
Goodbye, my children.
Look,
my children.
Look.
He's going to fall back there, and we will never see him again.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll make you another one. Is that the stories? Is that what we're going to talk about?
Okay, I guess we can move on. She's ready. Which is fine because, I've got to edit this.
Yeah. I'm helping you out.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Okay, what are we doing today?
So today, as you can see from the title, whatever it is part 2 of the PNC.
What? I'm ready to start. What are we doing today?
Okay.
I will hurt you.
Cut sound. Today, we are doing part 2 of Prophecies and Chosen Ones, as you could tell by the title. And that's all that happened there. Okay. And
I'm gonna take the audio of that from my phone and I'm gonna post it on the internet.
How dare you?
I'm just so that the world knows what you have done today.
As we did last week, 2 weeks ago, 2 last weeks ago, where we wrote a prophecy and then we wrote the beginning of the prophecy. Shh. My maths is perfect. We are returning today to write the middle of the story about the prophecy that we wrote. So the fun thing about this is that we're still going to hurt ourselves by rolling a D4 to decide how we're going to mess up our story further.
Okay. I was confused. I was like, I didn't write that in the instructions.
You did, actually.
Not the self-harm.
It is self-harm. Okay, so I don't know about you, and I was talking to April yesterday about it. This is April. Well, these are my nails, but April is my nail tech. I was talking to April yesterday. I was telling her about it. Like, I didn't give her. I was like, I'm not going to give you spoilers. I'm just going to like tell you that I messed it up. And I was like, so I was looking through, and I was like, I pretty much know what direction I'll go depending on where I roll. And she's like, isn't that cheating? And I was like, yeah, and so if you're listening to this, April, and I'm upfront about it. What now? I'm a cheater.
It's funny because I was like, I don't know if it is.
Yeah.
How can you?
High five.
No, because I don't like that you are being mean to April.
Boo, April. I love you so much. Always take my appointments.
Yeah.
I'll see you on the 6th.
She works hard to be like flexible with us and stuff. You don't. Yeah, I'm not messing with April. And she was nice to me when I messed up my nail. Anyway, I don't know if it is cheating because how can you help but think about it?
That's true. Well, it's very easy with at least my brand of ADHD. If I don't look at it, I won't remember what the choices are.
Oh, no. So I don't. Oh, I mean, I don't know what the choices are, but I've been thinking about different possibilities for this story.
Yeah. I looked at the choices and I was like, well, if I roll this, I'll probably go in this direction.
Oh, then that is cheating. That is cheating. That is cheating. April, she's cheating. April, don't take her appointments.
Take my appointments. April, I'm just a little girl.
No.
I'm just a little girl who needs her nails done.
She's a grown woman who's a cheater.
And
Anyway.
I also know where you work, so I will just show up.
It is, there's nothing I can do about it, so.
Here's the thing. I only did 3 of the 4 in my head.
I hope you get the 4th.
And I was like, God loves me, right?
God don't like ugly.
I also
And
can't.
ain't too stuck on pretty,
I will be on. That's good. That's a good one. Work that into the thing that you're writing right now. I will say that like I can't actually remember them. Like I don't remember the choices. I don't remember everything. But I know when I go and I look at them, I'll be like, okay, here are the directions that I could go through, which is helpful for me because prophecies and chosen ones are not my thing.
I'm not mad.
I had
at you.
to rewrite a whole prophecy last time.
Yeah, I'm not mad at you.
Good.
You're fine.
You heard it here first, internet. She loves a cheater.
No, I'm not mad at you. You're still a cheater. And that's not, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Love
I'm
the
not
cheater,
gonna-
hate the game.
I'm not.
Don't do any of that.
Anyway, so if you don't see her next episode,
Be very, I mean, you won't see an episode because she's not going to be editing it.
that's true. If there's no more podcasts, Jessica has disappeared.
The cheater has gotten her comeuppance. Anyway, okay, so that's what we're going to do. Have you been thinking, but you have been sort of thinking more or less what you
Yeah, I've just
feel like
been
would
in the
happen
mindset of the mom.
Yeah.
Being like, because I don't know if I'm going to write the story from the perspective of, I think I'm still writing it from the perspective of the mom and trying to raise these kids with the question in her head, but I've been thinking about like, what's the dad think about it? Does he agree? Does he disagree? Is he concerned? Do you get really strict with your kids?
Yeah.
But then so then there's to worry about it. Like if I'm too strict with him, he's going to grow up with a miserable childhood and that's going to turn him into a villain. Right? Or I'm going to be too permissive and then he's going to be getting whatever he or she's going to be getting whatever she wants. And then that's going to turn them into a villain. And then so like, what is like the middle line? And like every tantrum is a traumatic experience for me because I got, are you going to kill people? Are you going to save people?
Yeah, that makes sense. I've been thinking a little bit about I haven't finished editing that last episode, so I can't remember what I landed on, but like the idea that I rolled the prophecy is true, the chosen one was a mistake, right? And me going like, I don't want it to be like the mistake is because she's deaf, right? Like that's not what I want. I just thought that was a really cool, interesting like twist on the story. And so I've been playing around. It was like, okay, what is the mistake then, right? And one of the things I was leaning towards, but I hate the thought of, so I don't want to do it, was that like all other 3 of the people who have their questions are men. And it should have been a dude that was chosen. It should have been like 4 guys rather than a girl. But I was like, I don't want to write, oh, the world has to be saved by 4 dudes, and this woman was the mistake. And I was like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
And then it was just like, maybe it's just like, she was just, it was literally just like, her name is like Janice Thompson, and it should have been Janice Simpson, you know? Yeah. Her name is not that.
Well, I liked the thing that you had, the idea that you had before, where it was like the question is from somebody she's never met or heard or whatever the case.
That was for the other story that I didn't write, because that would have been the straight roll of the prophecy is true and the chosen one is correct. Oh. It doesn't work for this one.
No.
Nope.
Everybody else has...
There's only 4 people in the world who have questions.
Yeah.
Nobody knows who the voice of the questions are. Oh. They just have to answer the question.
Oh.
Yeah.
Darn.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I guess technically I didn't do the assignment last time because I didn't put why. But you also didn't put why it was a mistake, right? We all just know it was.
We just know it is a mistake.
Yeah. And she didn't, and the main character doesn't. Yeah, and that, I think that's the thing. Like, you don't know that you're the mistake,
right?
But you're operating like you're not. So the reader knows it's the wrong person.
Yeah.
I feel like that makes me want to write like a like, I'm not going to do it because I don't think it'll fit here, but like a not a subsidiary, but like an outside, another thing where it's just kind of like somebody in the big ether is like, wait a minute, no, you know, like, so they know, like, we have to fix it. We have to get to them, and they need to give that message to the right person, or da 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 da, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like, I like there being some mistake or something up above better, rather than there being something inherently wrong with a characteristic that you're character
yeah
has.
Exactly, right? But it's like, then what? But like, we obviously know what the mistake was for you.
Yeah,
Bird went to the wrong family.
Yeah,
what's the mistake for me? And so that's the thing I've been kind of kicking around, but it's also like not in print. Like, I could probably have that answer by the time we do our 3rd one and be like, oh, this was the mistake.
Okay. Yeah.
But
yeah,
like,
don't get too hung up on the
yeah, it's just like something that has been kicking around in my head more than me cheating and trying to figure out where else to go with this.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
No, it's curious.
So the first, I guess, like, what we're gonna do is, like, we're sort of gonna hop in. I think
we gotta roll.
Yeah, we do have to roll. Do you want to do the same thing we did last time, where we roll and we don't tell each other what we rolled?
I don't think it matters this time around.
I think it does.
Okay.
You want to know why?
Why?
Because we have to take at least 5 minutes between the writing sessions to talk about something. And you're going to be like, why do we have to talk about? I don't have anything to talk about. So.
Okay. That is the reason that you gave last time for keeping them secret. And I agreed. So I will agree this time as well.
Yeah.
For continuity's sake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I just don't want to talk to you.
That's fair. You can leave my house.
Maybe you should just let me write my stuff.
Yeah. Wow, miss. Do you remember when we started this? I'm not a writer. And you were the one who's
not
like,
a writer.
You're the one who's like, shut up and let me write. We're going to get our stuff. And
we got to roll.
We've got to roll.
Our options for today were, number 1, there is a second prophecy. Number 2, gain a party member. Number 3, have a great victory. And number 4, face a great loss. And the dice decided what we were going to do.
Yes. And also, if you see us looking a little bit different in this moment, it's because I'm plugging this in from later in the show, because we forgot to read these off the top. Now back to whatever we were just saying.
Yeah.
But you're not going to see any of that, because the last time I was like, okay, let's take notes and like have a little bit of a discussion. She just started writing. So the next time you see us, we are going to have our computers in front of us. We will have written for 20 minutes. We will have rolled and written for 20 minutes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And we will discuss something, I suppose. Oh, TK is not here, but see you in a minute. Do you want to do a fun transition?
Yeah.
Okay, go. We'll see you in a second. I said cool.
I didn't know. You put me on the spot. I didn't know what to do.
Now that we have the front-facing camera, do you want to have another fit?
I don't have fits. Thank you very much.
I am glad that you are with me in the crap.
Yeah.
Crap. Yeah. I know that you were freaking out because you should have read it ahead of time.
I didn't read any of them ahead of time. I went back and I read what I had written before. And I said, yeah, I'm ready to start. I can start writing.
I know where I want this to go. Yep, me last time.
Yep.
Yeah, I was having a hard time because of the one I rolled, and I was like, oh, the one I didn't prepare for. God doesn't love me. Actually, it was the thing, like, I think I did kind of prepare for it, like, oh, here's an idea, but again, I didn't like delve into what this would look like, where we would go, what the scene would be that I wrote, you know? So it was just like, I know what it is, but I don't know how to get there. Like, I feel like our next writing is going to have to be more than 20 minutes as we both...
I think I would appreciate more than 20 minutes.
Yeah, because I feel like I didn't actually start writing until 7.
Yeah, I spent the first half panicking.
I know. I had 1.5 sentences for most of that time.
Yeah.
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 It was awful.
Yeah.
Considering how much fun the first round of this game was, this was awful.
I'm still having a good time. I'm excited. I've picked a direction. And I am nervous. I'm a little sick in my stomach a little bit. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Tiny bit.
A little bit of a tiny bit. But I have a direction and I'm excited. I think it's got good possibilities.
Yeah.
Do you want to say which one you rolled?
I do. You know what I also just realized? We pressed record on that. I didn't clap. It's too far in. We'll see what happens. Yes. What did you roll?
I rolled a 1.
Oh, what was 1? I'm glad we got different ones this time.
A 1 is there's a second prophecy.
Oh my gosh, I was ready for that one.
Yeah.
I was ready for that one. I was like, I know where I'm going if that's the thing.
Yeah. It's funny because like I think last time you were like, oh, if you roll a 1, maybe it's the dad who gets a prophecy, maybe whatever. And I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know. And then I was like, what? We had thought about that. I didn't go that direction.
Oh, okay, fun. I don't want to know yet, but fun.
I didn't go that direction, so we'll see what happens.
That would have been really great.
It would have been.
It was hilarious.
It would have been. I like the idea of competing parents. But there's still the question of like, is this prophecy a real prophecy? Mm-hmm. Is this prophecy to the right person?
Well, yours is, yes, real prophecy, wrong person.
Well, no,
you mean
the second
one.
Prophecy.
The second one has to be correct.
That's what I figured. But it makes me, and I'm writing a really sad story. I'm writing a really sad story and I'm really sad about it. Look, it's not the comedy that I should have stuck with the dad. Maybe I'll go back because I'm not that far in. The dad had more comedy. The dad made for more funny, you know? And this one's going to be, I feel like this one's sadder.
Well, I'm excited to partake, to be honest.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I think I need more than 20 minutes though.
Yeah, I'm down because I definitely need more than 20 minutes. I kind of know where I want to go. But like I know points, but it's really difficult because it's like, I'm not writing the whole story. I'm writing the middle bit. Right. And so I know what came before this point and I'm writing a scene. And so even when we discuss it later, I'll be like, okay, so this is what happened between now, like what I read, or between what 2 weeks ago I wrote and what I wrote now, because for you, it might be like one right after another, but for me, it's time jumps.
Mine has time jumps.
Okay, great. Because like even in my first one, I had like, here's the thing. And then it was like 2 months later.
I'm going to be honest with you. I was picturing stuff happening in my story and I have missed part of what you said. I have no idea what happened. I have no idea what happened in the few moments before you said mine has time jumps.
That's fine.
I don't know what that was.
That's fine. I won't repeat it. Matter of fact, I'll even cut it here so that you guys don't. So you're in the same place.
I'm so sorry, but I have a part of my next scene.
Okay, so you want to go? All right.
No, I want you to talk. I want to be respectful to you.
No, you don't actually.
I do want to. I want to love you so much. I feel so bad. I feel so bad.
It's fine.
What did you say?
I don't remember. I don't remember, but I will say that I rolled a 3.
Okay,
which was
you faced a great win or loss.
Yeah. You have a great victory.
Win? Okay, you have a great victory. Oh, what do you do with that in your story?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm doing something.
Yeah. Do you find the person? Do you want me to answer right now? You would just give a bunch of guesses and tell me everything that you've written. No, you can wait till read it later.
It was a little difficult because it like I said, I was just like, where do I pick up? Where do I, I know where this is going, but where do I start? You know, the problem that we always have on this podcast where we don't get to the point, it's like, I need background to get to the point to what this victory is kind of thing. Yeah. And that's where I am. I'm just like, I got stuff to write. Don't leave me. Stay here. Focus. I saw you drifting. You saw it? Yeah.
How did you see it?
I saw it the first time too, but I didn't think you were going to say anything. I was just going to push it through.
What did it look like?
You kind of go off into the middle distance. Like you're like, oh, it's okay. I do it too. I do it all the time. Here's the thing. It's just my undiagnosed ADHD allows me to hear and think at the same time. So I'll be having, that's my problem. I'll have a full-on conversation in my head about something else while I'm still listening to you. And as long as the conversation doesn't get too loud, we're fine.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and then I can also put context clues together a lot.
Yeah. I've had to do that. Yeah. I've had to do that. But the thoughts are really loud right now.
Yeah. All right, so 30 minutes, 35 minutes?
35.
40? Which one?
40.
All right, we could do 40, and then if we're like, okay, I'm ready to call it, I'll call it.
Okay.
All right, so
I'm going to throw up.
We are going to throw up.
I'm going to throw
on
up.
the page. And we will see you back here in a moment. Would you like to attempt something cool as a transition?
No.
Okay, then I will. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Or anything?
No, because we've been recording the whole time. Do you want to tell the boys and girls at home how long we've been
writing and stuff
for the second? How long?
About an hour. We put 40 minutes on, and then we put 10 minutes to edit and fix things up, and that went off at least 10 minutes ago. So about an hour.
Yeah, I will say I am not as tired.
I'm also not
as I thought I was, because remember when we did the storyboard swap, we spent 3 hours doing that.
Yeah,
and I was like, we're done. We're not shooting a second episode.
Yeah,
I'm not saying we're shooting a second episode today, but I could see us doing it and not having a problem.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah. And that's surprising to me because I stayed up until almost 2:00 in the morning.
I went to sleep at 1, so we're not that far back. Ow. Yeah. Sorry, I ran into a thing yesterday.
I was like, that wasn't hard.
I know. It was literally right on the thing that I ran into. It's fine. You didn't do it
I did it on purpose. I did do it on purpose.
We said those things at the same time.
I do things on purpose.
That's true. Okay, tell me how that was for you, that second part.
It was better. And much better than the first one because I actually had a direction.
Yeah.
And I got things out. I don't know if I like it though. I don't think I like it. I think I wrote it and it's out there and I think it's fine. I maybe wish I had given it to the prophecy to a different person. Maybe I wish I had gone the dad route. I don't know. We'll read it and see.
Do you feel like you would have preferred getting one of the other roles?
Yeah.
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 Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Should we talk about that first or after you read?
After.
After, that's true. Okay. So I'm going to have you read first because and I'm gonna have you remind me, give me the the big points that you want us to remember from the first one. You should just go back and watch the episode. You can skip to the timestamps.
Yeah,
but you should do that before we do that. Okay, pain is gone. All right, no, the pain's gone. Okay, so I'm gonna take my glasses off while we do this, but until I go mine. All right, so sorry, we had to take a quick break because I'm old and I pulled my whole body. My whole body was pulled like a pulled pork, and it was a lot of pain for no reason. But right, like I said, I'm gonna have you read yours, but maybe some quick things that you want to like make relevant to me who has not reread your thing.
Okay. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll reread the first prophecy.
Okay.
Give a little explanation, and then I'll go into the second one. So the first prophecy is, the clouds are not yet seen, but a storm of unrest brews. A time of trouble comes. You will face loss, and you won't be the only one. Blood and tears will be shed until bodies run dry. I will not tell you not to fear. You should be afraid, but do not lose hope. Your child will be the hero who dispatches a great evil. Raise them well, train them, and equip them for the role of warrior and leader, and they will guide your people through times of uncertainty. So that prophecy was given by an ethereal crow to a mother who already had 2 children and was pregnant with her 3rd.
Right.
So this causes a lot of confusion in her.
Yes.
And she's like, how do I do that? But then the crow's gone. So, So she figures, okay, I'm going to get them trained up in languages and martial arts and all sorts of stuff, right? Mm-hmm. So what I am writing to you here happens 4 years after the first prophecy was given.
Okay.
Grayson is the eldest child. He is 12. Heather is the second. She is 9. And Isaac was born. Mm-hmm. He is 4.
Okay.
So this is from Heather and Grayson. Heather and Grayson played in the backyard, enjoying a break from their private tutoring sessions while their mother went over reading lessons with Isaac and their father prepared dinner. The two tried to take full advantage of any time they could get away from the structured activities and watchful eye of their mother. It seemed like even the games she would play with them all came with a lesson in ethics. A woman walked into their backyard. Bold as brass, she opened the gate, walked through, and closed it again as if she had been there 100 times. The children froze. They knew they should run to get their parents, but something about this woman made them stop in their tracks. 1, she was beautiful. But 2, smoke came off of her clothes and skin. It reminded Grayson of something he had seen once before. "Hi, Heather. Hi, Grayson," said the woman. The children looked at each other. "Hello," said Grayson. "No," said an immediately angry Heather.
Yes.
Pulling her older brother back behind her. "Who are you? What is your name? And why do you know ours? Also, get out of our house." The woman smiled. The colors in her eyes seemed to dance with each other as she suppressed a chuckle. She did not leave, but knelt and sat on the ground in front of them. "My name is Joyce. I do not mean to scare you. I come to talk, and I hope you will hear me out. This message is very important, and I wish I didn't have to give it to you. Know that I will not force you to do anything, but I need to tell you about a very heavy and very adult job that no one else can do." There was a pause. "I'll listen to you," Grayson said. "But we don't promise you anything," said Heather. "We don't need a job. Our parents pay for everything." "That makes sense. I don't have any money for you anyway." "Psh, then why would we take a job from you?" It was Grayson's turn to be snarky. The woman chuckled and her eyes danced again before she became somber. The color dulled in her eyes, becoming more gray, and she looked at Grayson and Heather. Her eyes became wet like she was about to cry. "Children, listen closely. You stand on the precipice of change. You must be careful how you step. Your brother will bring much harm upon the world. He will mean well, but he will do terrible things in his time. He will hurt you and those you love. He will kill people you know and people you don't. There is nothing you can do to prevent the blood from being shed, but you may be able to mitigate its flow. You must watch him. You must temper his passions. You should love him because every person deserves love, but also because receiving that love will make him a kinder tyrant. Eventually, there will be a hero who will end his terror. However, without your influence, your brother will not fall. I wish that I had the power to change events, to shield you from this burden. I am scanning the future. I am living and dying in possibilities, trying to find a way to spare you from this burden and the world of this pain. I can offer you no guarantees, only hope. I am so very sorry. The children were full of questions. Yes, you deserve answers. Ask me anything you'd like. Heather's question was, if he's going to do so many bad things later, should we kill him now? We've tried that, friend. For some reason, it never works. Heather, Grayson, and Joyce would talk long and often after that. 2 years later, Grayson is 14, Heather is 11, and Isaac is 6. Fiona, who is the mom, Fiona felt herself stop breathing as she watched her baby roll across the mat. Grayson's opponent slipped his arm around the smaller boy's throat, clearly aiming for a chokehold. Her whole body tightened. Grayson was able to slip the hold. She forced herself to take a breath and loosen the squeeze that she had on Isaac. The boy was nodding off to sleep in her arms, despite the roars and yells around him during his big brother's jiu-jitsu tournament. He had finished his own tournament, finishing first place in his age group. Fiona wished that she could just enjoy the time like the other parents, but she could not stop picturing these fights as proxies of some horror to come. She pictured her baby with the world on his shoulders and fighting some terrible monster. This was just sparring, but would he be facing death later? Heather sat on the side of Isaac, arms crossed and eyebrows furrowed. She had come in third and was not satisfied with the results. Isaac stirred and coughed. Heather grabbed his water bottle and told him to drink, her face even angrier than before. Fiona appreciated the way the two older kids doted on their little brother. They cared for him as carefully as she cared for them. She hoped this was a sign she was doing it right. She was raising strong and competent, but kind leaders. Grayson put up a good fight, but eventually the fight ended with him in an armbar. He had secured second place while fighting in an age group above his intended group. "Great job, Gray," she shouted as he walked off the mat. She had treats and a smile ready for him. Grayson walked toward his mother and forced himself to mirror her false cheer. He knew that she was disappointed. She would not say it out loud, but it was clear anytime his performance in anything was less than perfect, anytime his performance in anything was less than perfect. She tried not to show it because she wanted to foster a healthy and hopeful spirit in her children. He wasn't entirely sure what she expected of him, but he knew it was a lot. He knew it kept her up at night, so he smiled so that she would be less anxious. He remembered Joyce's words. Mom was trying her best.
I don't understand why you don't like that. I love every piece of that direction. That made me so happy and sad and feeling Heather's the best character.
Yes.
All the characters are good. Heather's just...
Heather. Get out of my house. Get out of my house. Get out of my house. Who are you?
I love Heather. That was really good and really sad. It so many questions. My brain is like, okay, when the woman who comes in, Joyce, when Joyce is like, oh, a hero's gonna come and it's going to stop it all, and I'm just like, but is the hero gonna come? Because the hero didn't get the message. And I'm like, oh, so you're just gonna spend your time kind of like curtail. Oh gosh, all of it is,
it's confusing. What do you do? What is happening?
As the oldest of 3 siblings, bro, me personally, I was like, I have big feelings about this.
Yeah.
And poor Grayson, like,
yeah.
Mom's trying her best. Oh wow, I really, really, really like that. I also like the idea. It seems like you're saying that like Grayson and Heather did not tell Mom about the visit from Joyce. And so we just got secrets and secrets.
Yep.
And then, the only one to win their match was little Isaac.
Mm-hmm.
And
this one, there's other tournaments.
Yeah. But oh no.
Oh no. Yeah, oh no is right.
He is the strongest and the smallest of us. I liked that so much. That was a joy. That was really fun. Like I was like, I'm
glad that you liked it.
Yeah.
Like it's a thing that I want to keep writing.
Mm-hmm.
I
You're
feel
sad.
unsure. I feel sad. I, as a child who was expected to do more than she really should have been expected to do, I don't like it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. 100%.
Yeah. As someone who was expected to manage the emotions of the people around her, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Like, and it's funny because Fiona, the mom, doesn't want her son to be responsible. She wants to be there, and it's like, but you're trying too hard.
Yeah.
You're doing too much.
But
your expectations are clear. Your son can see you up at night. The best thing you could do for your kids is probably to take care of yourself, but you don't know that.
Yeah, I mean, and what advice can you give her? Have you ever fostered the growing youth of who shall be the hero to take over the world?
Right.
No, you haven't.
No one. There's no Facebook groups for this.
And if they are, they should be monitored. You're like, these people are crazy.
Yeah.
Oh man, what do you wish you had rolled?
I don't.
Anything other than a second prophecy?
I think this one intimidated me because I wasn't prepared to write a second prophecy. Right. So then I had to write a whole nother prophecy. But I was like, okay, man, if there's like a great victory or loss, I'm going to kill off somebody. And it's going to be a battle. Yeah. And it's going to be cool. And we're going to have to deal with the like, hooray, I've defeated a hero and I feel awesome. I am the hero. Right? Or we're going to lose somebody and be like, oh no.
So sad. It better not be
I'm
Heather.
Not the hero. But they did tell me there was going to be losses along the way. You know? And I didn't know if I was going to write that from the mom's perspective of like having to cheer up her kid. Right? Or like, you know, whatever the case may be. But gaining a party member, I liked your idea last time where it was like, the person who's actually the hero.
It's just in like, the karate class.
He moved across town, you know?
So
and
great.
it's like, I used to live in your house. I really liked the idea of that one. I really liked that one. But yeah, anyway, this is what we got. I think it's good though.
I think it's really, really good. Like I'm excited to see what our last thing when we screw it up more will be. You're gonna go and look now.
Right now. What were those? What were the options for those?
But yeah. Oh man, that is. I should have gone first because yours was better. I should have gone first, but you know what? Also, is really funny. You being like, I wasn't prepared to write a second prophecy. Me last time.
Yeah,
me last time.
We just switched places.
When it was just like, crap. The thing that I wrote last minute, I have to write again in a different way. Yeah. Okay. I guess I read mine.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get my stuff up without breaking my old body again. Okay. So I'm going to read the prophecy again as it stands for this one. And the prophecy was in like a children's song a la Ring Around the Rosary.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to sing it because I didn't do that before. Hush, that should say but hush comes quick, not soft or slow. Not all are taken, but most must go. The question comes knocking at the door. It asks and asks and asks twice more. When it comes, the hush is gone. What remains is not all wrong. Change and change and change what lacks. Otherwise, the hush will be back. I might change that to less the hush invited back or something like that because it flows a little better.
The hush be invited back?
Yeah. But so that was the prophecy.
Okay.
As we said at the top of the other thing just a moment ago, I rolled a 3, which is they have a great victory. There is a great victory. So if you can remember the last time, basically the hush was something that fell upon the world and took away all human voices. So the sounds still exist. People can still hear, but it's mostly like nature sounds, car, machine sounds, anything as long as it's not human. Music and movies and TV have also been muted, like all those voices. So you can still see moving pictures, but there is no human sound, human voice. I mean, if you fart, people can hear it.
So like every song is just an instrumental now.
Yes. Every movie is just a movie, not a talkie.
Yeah.
Every talkie is now a movie. And so the hush happened, and then 2 months later, we dropped in with my character who was like, I've been hearing a question in my head every day. My character's deaf. So she's been hearing a question every day in her head. And in the 2-month mark, she like accidentally made a sound out loud and people heard her voice. So her voice is not muted. And that set off a spiral of events, which I will talk about in a little bit after I read this, so I can say what led to where we are. So 18 months later, a fist slipped into my line of vision, rapping quickly against the wood of the table. I looked up to see Kostiantin speaking excitedly, his mouth forming shapes and pops I couldn't quite follow. He always did this. He forgot I couldn't hear him. The hush falling was probably the best thing for him. He loved the sound of his own voice, and now no one could tell him to shut up. By the long-suffering expressions I would often see on our handlers or other teammate, I was grateful each day that I couldn't actually hear him. I pulled out my phone and shook it in front of his face in what had become our official code for, "Hey doofus, I can't hear you." He huffed and rolled his eyes, pulling out his phone and tapping it a few times before holding it to his face and speaking into the mic, never one to bother with the time it took to type out his thoughts. It only took a moment before he was shoving the little machine in front of me. I watched as the Ukrainian words were translated into English. "We found him. We found the third person we need to interrogate." I read the words carefully. The translation was always just a little off, but I knew what he was trying to say. The team had found the final member of the puzzle, the person the world had been searching for nearly 2 years. I snatched his phone from him and typed my own message. "Where? Have they brought him in? Or have they brought him here?" "He's en route. They found him at some monastery or something." "I'm sorry, is the third a monk?" We had taken to calling the unknown member of the team by their number in the question sequence, since we had no idea who they were. "Seems like," Kostiantin wrote back. "Do you know his name?" I asked. He shrugged as he spoke into his phone again. When he handed it back to me, he gestured for me to get up and follow him. "I don't know his name, but I think he's from Bhutan. Come on, they will bring him into the debrief room, and I'm sure Zulema is already there." I nodded and handed him back his phone as I stood. I pulled out my phone as I followed behind him to Google where the hell Bhutan was. Page break. The third's name was Sonam, and the debrief on him was kind of ridiculous. The reason it had taken nearly 2 years for him to surface was because he had been on a solo pilgrimage when the hush had fallen over the world. He'd already been all by himself in some mountain forests and fully missed the fact that there had been a cataclysmic, world-changing shift for the human race. The world had already been quiet for him, but for the birdsong and nature sounds. And because the hush did not affect anything non-human, he simply had not noticed. 1 month in, when the question presented itself to him, he had thought it was the voice of God and further retreated into his devotion. That was the word that the translation came up in the translation. I wasn't sure if it was correct or not. He had continued to wander the wilderness of wherever he had been. The handlers had told us where he had been, but I had never heard of most of the places, so it kind of just went over my head, and I refused to ask and look like the stupid American once more. Somewhere in all of that God stuff, Sonam had decided to take a vow of silence, which was good for him and terrible for the rest of the world. Not that he knew it at the time. I'm not quite sure how he wound up at the monastery or why he decided to break his vow of silence, but he had, and someone heard him. With the bounty out for anyone who could find the final speaker for the world, a horrible title I really wish they had not given to us. The bounty having been in the multi-millions for months at this point, his location was turned over within the hour. So there we all sat in the debrief room, all having this information presented to us in PowerPoints written in 4 different languages, finally all on the same page. And finally, had all the questions. Kostiantin was the one with the first question asked at 7 a.m. every day. What call drew us home? Zulema was the one with the second question asked at 7:01 a.m. every day. By what name were we brought here again? Sonam, our newcomer, had the third question at 7:02 a.m. every day. What compels us to mercy? And I had the final question asked to me at 7:03 a.m. every day. What is the vessel of the wickering tongue?
What?
Kosiantin typed something into his tablet, and the chat flashed up on the projector in front of us all. His words appeared, and then just below it was the translations in Quechua, Burtonese, and English. Well, Sanam, your question is just as cryptic as everyone else's. Sanam began to type. I think yours and mine are not that difficult, though I do not understand the other two. What do you mean? Kosiantin shot back. We've all been trying to figure these out forever. Your question aligns with mine, so I think our answers are probably similar. If you use the key I found, you should be able to find the right answer. There was a long pause, and then Zulima typed out quickly into chat. Are you saying you found an answer key?
Oh.
Victory.
Well, that's exciting.
Victory. Found a cheat sheet.
An answer key? What answer key? What does an answer key look like? Did he find it while in the woods? Did the birds deliver it to him?
Or something like that.
I mean, okay. This is giving me like forgotten religion vibes, you know, or aliens. Or aliens.
And what is aliens, extraterrestrial aliens, other than forgotten religion?
Yeah. Oh, can you read the questions to me again?
No, it's already gone. I guess you can. You can pull them up yourself.
Okay.
The questions.
I have to do everything.
The questions were the hardest part.
Yeah, I was like,
They are subject to change, but I think those are going to be more or less the vein of them.
By what name were we brought here? And so, is it we as in the humans, or we as in the people giving you this message?
I mean, I know, but I'm not going to tell you guys.
Oh no! What compels us to mercy? What is the vessel of the wickering tongue?
You missed one.
I missed one. I did. By what name? Oh, what call drew us home? Where is home? This is home. Okay. Earth is home?
This is basically what the three of them have been doing for 18 months, trying to figure it out. With all the backing and scientists of many different countries trying to figure it out.
Something left. What call drew us home? And by what name were we brought back here again? So you went home and they came back here again.
Probably forgot their lotion.
Probably, you know. And there is by what name, and so that can be by what name do you call us to bring us here, or under whose authority were we called here?
Yeah.
And then what compelled us to mercy? I'm like, what was the mercy? Was the mercy the coming? Was it because you saw the pain? Was it because the person whose name you were called here under was like, hey, no, you got to be merciful? You know, like, you know, was that the called mercy? And what is a wickering tongue? What is wickering? I hate you so much. I hate you.
It's really funny because it's like I was trying to write a different word and I was like, what's the actual definition? And then I spelled it wrong and this popped up and I was like, I don't mind that. We'll just change it.
A soft, breathy, high-pitched neigh or whining made by a horse. Is the horse the vessel of the wickering tongue?
These are a bunch of questions.
Why is it a wickering tongue? Why is it a...
This is...
What was the word you were going to do instead? Whispering?
No. Like...
Winnowing?
It was going to be like wicker, like
on a candle?
No, that's a wick. But yeah, but like a wicker woven basket. Like a woven basket is made out of...
A tongue made out of woven?
Mm-hmm.
What tongue is that?
Girl.
I swear to God, if you don't stop confusing me, I'm going to punch you in the face.
You are feeling what these people are feeling as the... What did the people call them? The speakers for the world?
Speakers of the world? Like, yeah, which is... That's a heavy name. Don't call me that, bro.
Don't do that. Okay, so what I've like between... the 2 months and the 18 months, basically what's happened is like everybody sourced, trying to find out like, okay, well, who can speak, what's going on, what's different about them. They have questions, and then lots of different countries trying to figure out, right? Like, so we have someone from the Ukraine, Zoo is from Bolivia, our main character is from America, and then Bhutan, Sonam is from Bhutan. And it's just kind of like, okay, like, let's pool all these, like, okay, what's special about these places? Why were these people chosen? Or do we need to look at the areas they were at to figure out if there's something in, what is your question? And then like having to deal with the fact that everyone's question is asked in their language. So what are the minute,
right? What
are the minute things? Like, that is a word that you use that might, that, you know,
that's gonna, yeah.
You know what would be interesting? What if the mistake wasn't that the mistake was like, it is, what is it? It is local. And it was like, we're picking what this question is going to someone in the Americas, but it should have been like a First Nations person.
Oh.
Like, it should have.
Someone who understands the First Nations language.
Yeah.
And so the words have a little bit of a different meaning.
Yeah. And have to do with like whatever that area and those legends and stuff were.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay.
You don't understand this as well because you didn't grow up with the culture.
Yeah. Yeah. Which means that the culture of each place is heavily like part of the question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Interesting.
All right. We found the reason why it was a mistake.
Yeah. Really interesting. Okay. Took us 2 episodes to get there.
And I figured it out after. Yeah. So basically all of that, it is like a man and then a woman, a man and then a woman. Right.
Yeah.
So, that is on purpose. Their questions kind of like align with each other.
Do they?
In my mind. But
like,
yes.
the first 3, yes. That last one?
That last one does align with the second one. It's fine.
By what name were we brought here? What is the vessel of the Wickering tongue? The person whose name you were called under has the Wickering tongue. He is the vessel of the Wickering tongue. So are those the same answer? And, okay, the answer to number 1 is the answer to number 3. And the answer to number 2 is the answer to number 4.
They're similar. They shadow each other, but yes.
All right. Do you already have the answers?
I've got 3 of the answers.
And which 3 do you have?
I'm not going to tell you. It doesn't matter. We probably won't even roll to get that.
I'm
the
going to bite
one.
you.
Here's the thing. I haven't finished telling you some of the stuff that I thought of.
Also, I'm going to bite you.
The Ukrainian man who's really very talkative, in my head is, I'm not lying, like 16. He's a 16-year-old who's just like, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, at some point he's like, can't you just get a hearing aid? And he's like, why? And she's like, I wouldn't be able to understand you regardless. I don't speak your language. But he's just a boy far from home.
Is he 16 now?
Yeah.
So he was 14?
No, because,
when it happened?
I forgot how time works, but yes.
Poor boy.
Yes.
No wonder he's so, we can discuss. Talk to me. Look at my hobbies.
Yeah. So there's that. And then they gathered them all pretty quickly. I think he was probably the first person to be found, but it was like in his country. So it wasn't like everybody really knew. It wasn't like, we're all talking to countries, we're writing stuff, we're posting stuff on the internet, be like, we found someone who can talk. Like, but he was the first one because he was a 14-year-old boy and would not shut up.
Yeah.
Just very talkative.
Because like everything was quiet for the first month.
Yeah.
And so then after the month is when the question comes, is when people start hearing the people who are the speakers of the world.
Yeah. Their voices came back when it was,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. So
that's so funny. He's like, someone who can hear me. Well, no, actually, it's everybody can hear me now. Oh, I want to talk to the one person who still can't hear me.
There's only 3 people in here. Me, you, and
we can actually have a back and forth.
Yes. And it's like, I want to say it's been a couple of months, so they're like learning bits of each other's languages. It's a little harder for him to focus on the sign of it all.
Yeah.
And she's just like, I don't care.
It is really hard to focus just when you're learning any new language, right? But I have found that like when I was trying to like learn sign, I'm like listening to a lesson and watching and trying, my brain was so tired.
Yeah.
So very tired.
Yeah. It'd be easier for him to learn because he was younger, but like he's just all over the place.
Yeah. He sounds fun.
He is a little brother. I'm going to assume that like our main character's in her like late 20s or like mid 20s, so it's the closest person in age, and I think Zulema is probably like maybe 40s or something, and so it's just like, I'm a young boy and you're the closest person to my age. I got a sister your age, so he's like, I want to talk to you, and she's like, I can't hear you.
You said Zulema's 40?
Yeah. That's not our main character.
That's the other person.
That's the other woman. Yeah.
How old is our main character?
As probably in her like mid to late 20s.
I mean, she like in terms of like a 16-year-old is not normally the choice, but you are the closest.
Yeah, exactly.
You are.
Yeah.
Not ancient.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. So fun. And then like, yeah, in general, these people are probably like forcibly taken from where they are because it's like you got to figure it out whether you want to or not.
Yeah.
Like we got to figure out how to do something.
You don't get to opt out when you're one of 4.
Yeah. The world has decided.
Yeah.
Though I do wonder if it's like their voices are the ones that the only ones that can also be recorded.
Oh.
So that's a thought that I had right now. And then it's just like, oh, I got a lot of work as an audiobook person narrator.
Oh, you would make so much money. So much money. You could do voiceovers. You gotta learn some voice acting.
What if it's like one of them is like, actually, I'm a really good singer. Now I'm just gonna be singing all the songs. Drop the beat.
Yeah. Listen, I am fighting to make sure the world gets its answer and that we find that other person. But also, I've released an album.
That's so funny. Yeah, I know the world might be ending, but no track drops.
It's not ending. It's not in. Well, I mean, it might be.
It might be.
But so far, there's not been violence. People haven't died.
I mean, I haven't written that there's violence.
Oh.
I have very real ideas of all the hush fell over. Like, what happens if you're in the middle of like a murder trial? Like, well, we can't do that. And then like, what if in general, right? Like, if something's happening, like if a place is being robbed, like how would you know there's no screams?
Yeah.
Like, or whatever. And then you have witnesses, but like, okay, you're going to take a witness writing something rather than, it was like, oh, there's a lot of mess that can be done with a silent world.
Yeah. But that doesn't mean the world is ending.
That's true.
Right.
I mean, you don't know what my second.
That's true. I don't know what's going on. But like the fact that no human voices can be heard doesn't automatically mean apocalypse.
That's true. Apocalypse means revelation.
We did learn that.
So it does in fact mean.
Yeah.
It does in fact mean apocalypse because there's a revelation of something about the Wickering tongue.
I'm gonna take this home.
It's mine. You gave it to me. I'm not giving you anything.
I know. That's why I'm taking it home.
No, it's mine.
I only brought it so that I could take it and so I could feel like I was getting something from you.
You're rude. So, okay. We're obviously done.
I'm sorry.
We weren't tired before, but now I think we're getting to the place where we're like,
Yeah, I'm not going to do this. I could potentially do a second episode if you wanted to.
No.
But I would rather wait.
I would rather wait so we can have some more time to think about it and cheat. Maybe cheat a little bit. Do you want to go out
to eat for lunch?
Yeah. Give my husband a little bit of a break.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Goodbye. Oh, I didn't tell you what I would have wished to roll because of all the other options that I had already thought of. I'll tell you off the camera. We've taken too long. All right. Bye.